recently, and he seemed to really enjoy his time. Can the Tigers pull it off and get him to sign? We're going to talk about it and what it would mean if they could land this big time prospect right after the bumper. What is good people? What is good people? My name is JeffLightsyJr. here with the Black Boss channel and Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because we upload every single day. Now, Jackson State, obviously, they've had a lot of recruiting events, a lot of things happening on their campus, a lot of big-time, high-level prospects coming through 1400 Lynch Street to check out Coach Prime and the Jackson State Tigers. Watch them practice, watch how they get down, whether it's destroying or other high-level prospects and social media influencers, football people, just smart people and well-known football folks are always in and around Jackson, Mississippi. And one of them recently was a young man, four-star offensive lineman named Miles McVay. Now, Mr. McVay seemed to really enjoy his time at JSU. Let me go ahead and pause that. Let me take that music off because he actually made a recap video. But before I show you the video, I want to show you something. Mr. McVay is a high-level prospect, four-star prospect out of East St. Louis, Illinois. And he is highly touted, highly coveted, but this is one of those big-time players that can make immediate impact as soon as he touches down on any SWAC school's turf, grass, field, whatever. But let me show you. I'm going to mute the video, but I want to show you the video that he made from his visit to JSU. I'm going to mute it because, we don't want any copyright strikes, any of that stuff. But we do want to show you that first of all, these young people are smart, especially a young man who's an offensive lineman. We don't think about, getting the endorsements and getting NILs and things like that. But if you do it right, you can make yourself marketable no matter what position you play. I had Ryan Peppins on. Quick story. I had Ryan Peppins on recently, and he has a YouTube channel that followed him through his high school career. Like highlights of his games, have him mic'd up during games. I'm like, yo, you're doing this at 16, 17 years old. And he said he's going to continue that at Grambling because these young men now understand the value of themselves. They are a commodity. They can make themselves a lot of money while in college by simply being able to be marketable. This young man's video has been seen in less than 24 hours, has been seen by 14,000 people. But let's take a look at it. And it kind of recaps his visit to JSU, showing off the facilities, showing off the jerseys, showing off the cleats. You know what I mean? Looking like he's having a good time, rocking that big 73 for JSU with his own production team. This man brought his own camera crew with him to the visit. You see Coach Prime in the background. You see the coaches. He's showing off the stands. He's showing off the locker room. This is great marketing, not just for himself, but this helps Jackson State a ton for free. All because you invited a young man, a high-level prospect, a very smart young man, might I add to your campus. That was smart on every level. Now I'm going to show you what type of player, what type of prospect Mr. Miles McVay out of East St. Louis, Illinois is, according to 247, of course. He's ranked a top 185, top 200 player in the country, four-star, top 20 offensive lineman at the position, the second best player in the state of Illinois, all according to 247 Sports, that is. 6'6", 358 pounds. You don't think Jackson State can use one of those on their team? A 6'6", 358-pound lineman. This man could come in and start right now for JSU. He's going into his senior year of high school, class of 2023. Right now. Don't believe me? Look at the schools that are also coming after him. Alabama, Michigan State, Texas A&M, Arkansas, Florida. This young man is really, this is a mammoth of a young man. I'm not even going to lie. This is what we call a bookend tackle. NFL size, 6'6", 358 pounds is NFL size. Top 200 player in the country, four-star player. And I want to show you how significant it is that that JSU was even able to get a visit, and how it can help them in the long run, even if the young man doesn't choose to go to Jackson State. So this young man is very active on social media. He is going to be really, really good. He's doing himself a service by being active on social media, by doing things like he did the recruiting recap at JSU, by showing off the different things, he's making himself marketable by doing those type of things, because that's going to pay off in the long run at whatever school he decides to go to, simply because of all the NIL rules. He's showing that he can be diverse. He's showing that he will be a good asset to different brands. So salute to that young man. But I want to show you something. So the young man announced his offer from Jackson State. So JSU kind of got in, possibly, I don't know, but possibly got in on recruiting him a little late, right? He announced his offer on June 7th, right? He announced his offer from Jackson State. Coach Brewster, Tim Brewster, he's working. Tim Brewster is putting in the work down there at JSU as one of the top flight recruiters in the country, showing off his ability to be able to contact, evaluate, find high-level prospects, get in their ear and get them on campus, because he announced his offer on June 7th, right? Now, if we go, he took some visits. By June 11th, he was on campus. Listen to me when I say this. He announced his offer on June 7th. By June 11th, this is June 11th. This is 4 days later. He was on campus. That's called efficiency. That's called being on top of it. That is called high-level recruiting. And here's the thing. This is how you know he wasn't supposed to be there on June 11th. This is how you know whatever was said on those recruiting calls when he was offered, he wasn't supposed to be there. This is how I know, because look at this. This was, because I told you the young man's active on social media. The young man is very, very smart. Mr. Miles McVay actually put out his visit list. In June 11th, he was supposed to be, and was, because you saw it, at LSU. There's no JSU on this list. But on June 11th, his family, they found their way to 1400 Lynch Street, because something good was said by Coach Brewster, by Coach Prime, possibly, in the Jackson State Tigers, to where they were able to get this young man on campus. And that is what you're supposed to do. Get the young man on campus. You prefer them to be on campus, and that's not to say if you get them on campus once during the offseason, the chances are a lot higher to get them back on campus during the season, when they can see your stadium with 60,000 people. When they can see your stadium is not like any other stadium in the country. When they can see your stadium and your fans are not like the fans at A&M or LSU or Michigan State or Arkansas or Oregon, Alabama, Florida, Missouri, who is on this list of visits he's scheduled to take this summer and this fall. They're not like them. They're a little more melanated than those fans at those stadiums. So when you get them on campus during the summer, it boosts your chances of getting them back on campus during the fall. Coach Brewster, he's putting in work. Obviously, Coach Prime and the rest of the staff, they've been putting in work. And if you can land a kid like Miles McVay, 6'6", 358 pounds, yeah, he could do a lot of good things for you. And so I love everything about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Miles McVay, 4-star prospect out of East St. Louis, Illinois. Made a video at Jackson State. Continues to keep the Tigers in the news cycle for all the right reasons. My name is JeffLightsYJr with the Black Boss Channel and Victor Formation. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. That is Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out, and I will see you next time. Peace.